Oh no.
Oh,
Um,
no. Ya fricked it up, guys.
Dang it.
well, hello to one stream, and the other stream will. I'll say hi to them when the time comes. So your stream, if I were to, for example, stream my screen on Discord, your stream will be able to see it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, later on, I'm gonna have to
We
I'm
will
gonna have to
see.
stream my screen, and so we'll set that up when the time comes.
Are
You'll
we
know.
gonna
I'll send a thing.
are we gonna be playing Jackbox this session? What is happening?
That would be crazy,
Ooh.
and I would never do that.
Fun.
Anyway,
Please do that.
And
no.
Yeah, he
now
actually didn't prepare
to,
anything. We're just gonna
to
play
decide
Quiplash
the
for an hour.
to decide the fate of the world with this Kahoot.
It
That's
is
actually the
Kahoot.
hacking
That
minigame.
actually is
Where
what
we're
we're
like,
gonna be doing later. You hit the nail on the head.
No.
I did make a very sinister Kahoot.
Oh no, my weakness remembering things.
let's get into the game before we spoil the rest of the session.
No, this
Anyway,
I'm here to make up for the fact I can't remember shit.
no, it's okay. It's not gonna be one of those. So here's what we're gonna do. Is the stream working? Hello, stream. Welcome to another episode of the Rescue League or Legion. I always forget.
I believe we went with League because Legion sounds more evil.
Welcome to another stream of the Rescue League. It's what were you guys doing for the last several weeks? Because it's been a while since we played last.
Yeah, that did happen.
Any particular quick scenes you wanted to do, or just generally that's
Yeah,
what you
that
were
is kind of
doing?
what I was getting at.
Yeah. Well,
I know
Ah.
for Ian, I had said that he is trying to work towards eventually developing some kind of a like antidote for the superpower erasing glyphs thing, like a way to shield your exogene against that. So he has asked Isaac if he can start attending some night classes at magic school with him. So while Isaac's doing
And I
his weird source,
responded, I don't know why you're asking me.
his
You're
so now he's doing
you're
well because you're doing your weird sorcery stuff with Renee. I'm more studying alchemy, so it's a lot of like me sitting in my lab with like glass equipment and Bunsen burners and like very modern scientific equipment, and then just like an old leather bound scroll case written in like ancient Assyrian, being like, I don't understand what it wants me to do here. It says that like I'm supposed to take the poultice and purify it through the magnanimous nature of the human spirit. What do I heat it to? And so that's been his current struggle, is trying to like reverse engineer magic back into science.
I feel like you need to call up John, your priest brother John, a lot, because a lot of the like time measurements are in Hail Marys. Like,
actually, you're not wrong.
so it's like, John, how do you do a Hail Mary? I need to know like how long it takes.
Next up on the Revengence League, Ian and John go to Rome to break into the Vatican secret archives and steal the Fountain of Youth. But in either case, I just had a very funny mental image of just Ian awkwardly asking Isaac if he wants to carpool to magic class, and then Isaac being too awkward to say no, and then just like because he doesn't want to hurt Ian's feelings, mentioning that he can teleport, and so it was just the two of them on like a 30-minute carpool downtown in rush hour, just sitting in complete silence, both just not sure of how to be there, but just kind of parallel playing Magic, and it's a
When this was brought up to me, I also mentioned that Ian can also teleport because of the demon hair. So both of them very instantly could have gotten there, and
Yeah, but it
neither of
was
them had to say anything.
but what's funny is that so I've made it canon. Ian doing his transformations is the most horribly painful thing you can imagine because it's literally his DNA ripped apart and put back together. But he doesn't want the team to know that because he knows they'd feel bad asking him to do it. So it's me like, can't you teleport? And Isaac just, oh, yeah, but some, whatever, right? Wait,
it's
Ian,
kind of hot out.
can't you
just,
also teleport? And it's, oh, yeah, I guess, but
such a lovely day. Let's just
I
walk.
had some bad shrimp earlier, and you know how it is, right?
Hey,
Don't
killed
joke. The
Impact
last
that one
time
time,
someone
and
ate
that
bad
TCM
shrimp, it
Friday.
went very poorly.
What's up?
I
Don't
think
joke,
Jamie
the
and I
last-
were making the same joke.
Yeah.
Well, so that's what I've been up to. At some point, I do genuinely need to talk to John because we discussed having to like get holy water and like discuss how that works for combating the demon stuff. But I feel like that's too significant of an interaction to have in a throwaway bit that Daniel told us to hurry the fuck up with. So I'll say that I kind of reached out to say like to talk to John, but we haven't like really started getting into like the nitty gritty of anything yet. It's more just me kind of being like, hey, I took your advice and decided to not be an antisocial control freak weirdo. I have friends now. That's crazy, right? Who'd have thought? Not me. And then at some point, if Daniel, we can talk about like what his actual personality is, so I don't have to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Because like again, I feel like that's a significant enough interaction that we'd actually want to talk about, but I don't have questions for him, and I'm sure you don't have answers.
I am. I don't know how. Like, I'm not Catholic, or religious at all, so I don't know how
Yeah, but at the
to
very
answer
least,
any religious questions, let alone like a Catholic.
it would
Just
more be
watch
questions
watch the new Knives Out movie.
Is it
Okay.
very
There's a Catholic in there who's like, I feel like
Daniel,
Father
don't-
Judd is very similar to John.
Daniel, don't. Okay, I'll watch that for research. Daniel, don't listen to him. If you want to learn about Catholicism, all you need to do is start playing Warhammer 40K.
I was gonna say read Daredevil.
I like
You could-
Daredevil. I don't really read a lot of comics. All of my superhero media consumption is cartoon and TV show.
Watch
I
like
just
Daredevil
like
go.
TV shows.
I like the idea of it's just a blind man getting beat up in an alleyway while wearing a sock on his head, and on the other side it's just the God Emperor and on a mountain of skulls, and just choose your path, Catholic man.
Those are the two
Anyway.
options. I have a quick
Anywho.
scene to set things up to set up a surprise tool that'll help us way later. I have a quick scene.
Before you do the scene, can I just skim through? Because I don't have a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It involves you, so you know.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh,
then
that's
I'll
right.
be prepared.
You two wanted to do a thing, didn't you?
I don't remember everything, but I'm very excited to remember it as we're going.
This is a
You
very
know what?
quick
No, let's
thing.
do yours first.
Yeah, all right. This is just a very quick thing.
Is it-
While Doc and Isaac are setting up the magical Faraday cage thing room, just at some point Doc like sticks his head out and is like, "Cam, get in here. We need another set of hands." And I only have 2 right now. We got to work on that.
You remember this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isaac's just gonna look up at Doc a little confused and then continue to go back to work.
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
Now hold on. Now hold on a second. What was that about? What, you got a problem?
Huh?
You looked at me like I'm an idiot. What are you talking about? What are you looking for?
I didn't say anything.
What, you got a
I'm
problem with
not.
Cam?
My name's not. Who are we talking about?
Cam. This one. He just like grabs Cam by the shoulders and shakes him. This one.
What?
The
Huh?
lackey that I have.
Again, I'm not your lackey. I'm your nephew.
Your lat.
This one. Just grabbing his arm and shaking it. Do you not? Hold
Isaac
on.
is gonna
I take
notice the
Cam's arm and like
string.
sort of. I take Cam's arm and sort of slap eyes a little bit with it.
The fuck? What? He's gonna slap Doc Robo.
Interesting.
He's
This is
gonna
either-
then notice Cam's string that is connected to him, but because Cam is in front of Doc Robo, he's just gonna start drawing some crazy conclusions.
Interesting. Do you?
What the fuck? What? I thought we were working. What are you? Ow!
We are working, and now we're working on a new thing. Ooh. Just, you can see the gears turning in his head, literal gears turning in his head. It's like, okay. Okay, congratulations, Cam. You've just earned yourself a promotion. Now you are what we. Now you've gone from lackey to contingency.
What?
All right.
Isaac is like trying to peek over Doc Robo's shoulder to see if someone's there.
I'll leaving the confused Isaac in the room. I'll just lean over to Cam and take him out and say, "Okay, forget what I was getting you to do earlier. Here's what you need to do
You
now."
didn't even tell me what you were getting me to do earlier.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. Here's what you need to do
Okay.
now: is I need you to go and do something. I need you to make plans, make schemes, create an army. I don't know what you do. Don't tell me what you do. Don't tell Isaac what you do, certainly.
Doc,
Do it with impunity. Here's $70,000.
Where did you
Just
get
make-
$70,000? You've been alive for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, and
Man,
as it turns out, it's really easy to just like for ATM machines. Mwah, love them. They've gotten so much easier to break into. So yeah, take this, make something that can kill Isaac, and don't tell anybody what it is.
should I
This
When
money
the
isn't-
time comes,
This
use
money
it.
isn't traceable, right? Like I can't go to prison.
It's fine. You have the fucking card that Raymond gave you, right? Just use that, or just
Should I
don't
be-
go to prison. They legally, like, what are they gonna do? Arrest you if you say no? Like, come on.
Yeah,
don't
I'm
get-
very weak.
Well, get
If
stronger. That's what the money and the command is for.
If Cam had a nickel for every time an immortal supervillain handed him 70 grand and said, "Go build a contingency to kill Isaac," he'd have 2 nickels, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's real weird that it happened twice.
Also, last I checked, every time Isaac dies, he just makes some string cocoon and pops back
not-
out of it like
Not
fine.
this Isaac, the other ones. Like
Should I be calling Ian? Did you download correctly?
Wait, there are other Isaacs?
Yeah, it's a whole. They covered it in this. They covered it in their whole files, and you were kind of woozy off of blood when we were going over it. So
Should I be concerned that you're not using the nickname?
it's
Who are we
fine. I'm not
talking to?
talking to you directly. I'm trying to be clear so that my lackey knows what he's doing. Which, by the way, again, you are actually promoted. You're gonna have to get used to that.
It's just, it really is a Rick and Morty vibe of just you talking to Cam, and then it cuts back to Isaac, and you just has a handout in the air at the height of someone's shoulder, just, "Here's $70,000, go kill Isaac," and then a long pause. "No, not that one."
Yeah, Uh,
I am the most confused I have been in a very long time.
look, there are several other Isaacs. They have the same powers as Isaac. That's the schizophrenic one, right? You know that? It's been like a two-way
Yes.
street, right? Like you know that he exists, right?
Does he not know that I exist?
He doesn't know that you exist. Don't tell him
What
you
the
exist.
fuck, man? We've hung out.
Yeah, I think that he maybe
Should I be
can't
calling
know that you
you-
He's
I
like
think
waving at you right now, Spindle.
He kind of notices a little bit of movement in the air, but that not enough to like actually have his eyes track. He's just like, "What should I call Ian or something?"
Well, he's not invited to my birthday party.
as
Man,
he well shouldn't. You're
if
20
Cam,
years old. You
if
shouldn't
Cam
be having
had
a
a,
birthday party.
if Cam had a nickel for every time that he learned that he had to be concerned about an evil version of one of his teammates, he'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it's really weird that it happened twice.
God, just playing the hits here. Yeah. So there are other versions of the schizophrenic that are evil, but not the fun evil like me. Asshole evil, like
There's a
Atlas.
funny-
Yeah, that's me. So I need you to figure out a plan to kill them because if they work anything like this one works, they can't see you or perceive you or something. So I'm pretty sure that if you like hitting them with a big rock might be enough. I don't know. Come up with something better than that.
Why would I hit them with a big rock? Like, I can buy a gun.
Should I be
don't
concerned
know.
about the cartoon assassination attempts you're talking to your imaginary friend about?
Like,
Isaac, get back to soldering. This doesn't.
I'm a physicist. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I'm making you solder magic runes. I don't know what the magic runes are. You do.
Doc Robo's 2 favorite things, soldery and sodomy.
But yeah, I send Cam off with money of unknown origin and the command to figure out a way to kill Isaac, but different Isaacs. 2 of them. And I just needed to set that up as a surprise tool to help us later so that
Can I say that I like just on my way to get coffee, I just passed Cam in the hallway, like, "Hey, Cam, you doing okay? You look really wigged out."
Oh, well, you know. My great uncle's back from the dead, and he keeps calling me his lackey and getting me involved in his evil schemes. And I don't know, it just. I kind of thought he'd be like, because like I'm learning how to make cool robots, and like I don't know. I thought he'd be like proud of the familial connection, like it's still going on, like the Zephyr name is still making murder bots, and I don't know. He's just treating me like a lackey. It's just mean. I can be an evil scientist like him.
I just
can be
kind of
so
pat him on the
evil.
shoulder. I'm like, "Hey, Cam, just take it from me. If there's 2 things in life that aren't nearly worth the hassle, it's chasing after the approval of older relatives who you thought were dead, or of relatives who you thought may have been dead, and it turns out that they're actually really not emotionally equipped to handle positive human relationships, and being an evil scientist. Take it from me, both are a lot of work for very little payoff."
Yeah. Well, on top of that, Isaac doesn't think I exist. Hopefully, I haven't had family for most of my life, and now that I finally have it, it kind of sucks.
"Yeah, join the club, kid." And I pat him on the shoulder. I'm just like, "It'll get better." He's You'll and I say, I can't promise you he's gonna get better, but I can promise you you're doing fine. And has kind of shrug of like whether or not he ever becomes the person that you want him to be is irrelevant. But he's the person you've got, and you can either learn how that makes you happy. You can either figure out how to develop a relationship with him that you're both happy with, or take him as an example of what not to be. But the only way to figure out either of those things is to keep going. Just
Thanks.
kind of, like I said, just give him a pat on the shoulder and just walk away like, I'll see you at your birthday party.
That all means a lot, Ian. Thanks. Anyway, I gotta go
Just
take all
kinda-
this stolen money to figure out how to kill Isaac. Bye.
I'm sorry, no, wait, what? And Cam, backtrack. What?
Oh,
Just like,
it's
hang on,
really
what?
man.
I'm gonna get a text message right now. It's just Spindle going, I think the doc wants to kill me and might also be imagining people.
Man, if Doc had heard
I write
any
back
of
to
that,
Isaac and say I can write back to Isaac and say I can confirm at least one of those things.
I can
if Doc,
definitely
yeah.
Kayla, did you remember at all what your bit you had was? All right. Oh, did Ian give her the results?
Yes, I confirmed. So again, just in the interest of like everyone has a right to their medical history, basically.
Yeah.
Ian confirmed to her like, yes, you have an exogene. It is present. It's dormant at the moment. The only thing is, look, I'm sorry to say this. I don't know how much Soleil has told you recently about what happened on that last mission, but she doesn't need any more bombshells dropped on her regarding like people in her life or randomly like things happening to them or drastic changes in the status quo. If she basically if she signs off on it, I'll perform the cascade event or the activation event, and I'll activate your superpower. If she doesn't, sorry, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna, she's my teammate first before she's my teammate and my friend. I'm not gonna go behind her back on this one. I do have to warn you, it's a category 5. And I know you don't know what that means. It's very, very, very volatile. Like it has the potential to be. So if you have any bright ideas about getting bitten by a radioactive jackalope or throwing yourself off the Hoover Dam or trying to get struck by lightning, that's not how superpowers work. The best case scenario in that is that you die. The worst case scenario is that it activates your superpowers but turns you into an uncontrollable nuke. So please don't do that. I'm begging you to just go the diplomacy route on this one.
I'm gonna be real. She doesn't know this, but throwing herself off the Hoover might actually activate her powers.
No, it's not about whether it would activate her powers. It's about whether it would activate her powers off switch. That's the concern.
All right. Where do you meet Layla for your discussion with her? Yeah, they can make that happen. You're famous enough in the city to where you have swing at your favorite location. Yeah. So you wanted to talk to me about Professor Cavendish's findings? Ooh, actually, would you be professor or a doctor to her?
Doctor, I don't teach.
Yeah, so Dr. Cavendish. But otherwise, regardless, what were you saying? I really want this. I could be. Think about all the good that I could be doing. I could die at any time from anything. I know you're concerned. You have every right to be concerned, especially after what happened. Referencing Raymond, obviously. But this is my choice to make. I know Dr. Cavendish won't activate my powers without your approval. But this is my life and my choice. I really need you to approve for this. Whether you actually want to approve or not. She leans in to hug you. I'm sorry if it upsets you, but this is what I want. Is what I feel I have to do. Something, great power, great responsibility. I know I don't have the powers yet, but just knowing that I could have them is enough. It's not about being happy. It's about doing what you can. Well, you're right. There's plenty that I could do without powers, but I have the potential for powers. And it looks like, based off of what's going on in the news, there's sort of like a need for people like me, for like us. For the next generation of heroes to take over. Yeah, but they're, how do I put it? They don't have. I know that wrestling is fake. But like I have fighting experience. Somebody's got to be able to like train these people how to fight. Like I've done other than wrestling, like I've done boxing, I've done other martial arts, like having, especially with the powers that I have. Yeah, with the power set that I have, I could be their human punching bag. Like these kids need to learn how to fight.
It's smash cuts. I mean,
Yeah, but it
smash
would
cut
be
to
way easier.
the previous way that we all trained on how to fight using Raymond as a human punching bag.
So, I don't remember if you, or I know I told you about the powers that she'd have. Basically, like somewhere between Negasonic Teenage Warhead from the Deadpool movie, and like, yeah, I don't know what else she'd have. Just basically
So Black
like,
Panther.
yeah, like indestructible, but can store the kinetic energy that she takes and then dish it out later.
So is it dish it out like Gambit, where it's like a controlled like pew pew pew, or like Black Panther, where it's a wah?
I haven't decided yet. I'm sure she could probably do both if she trained
Okay.
to use the powers.
Also, just
So like,
they need someone to teach them how to fight, and it's just smash cut to Cam slowly turning blue on the floor as Ian has him in a rear naked choke, screaming in German, like, "You're not even trying. You're not even trying to subdue me." It's like, Cam,
but
you
yeah,
gotta
so
go for my throat. You gotta go for my throat, buddy.
objectively, the powers that I would get should they be activated would make me safer. I'll be literally indestructible. It's just, I understand that. What? Yeah, I know. I know. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Soul. If Dr. Cavendish doesn't activate my powers, I'm gonna try and do it myself. You deserve to know where I stand on this as my best friend. I'm gonna do it's gonna happen. I just need you to tell him you approve. Whether you have to lie to him or not, I need you to tell him you approve so that this can get done the easy way.
She's mutual friends with Epiphany's friend who works for Oliver. There's a I'm not saying she's done this, but I think it's very funny. There's a decent chance that if she were to message Oliver and be like, do you know how to give me superpowers? It kind of. I'm not as good at it as Ian, but like those powers feel like they'd make a sick costume. So let's roll those dice, baby.
Thank you. And I am sorry. I know it's hard, and I'm not taking it for granted that you're doing this for me. But thank you. And she hugs you again. She like is also starting to tear up, but she like giggles at that. I would never. Yeah, they'd eat you alive in prison. All right. Does anybody else have any other scenes they want to do? before we go into the main game?
I'm good. I think I said one to you a couple weeks ago, but I would rather save that.
Okay.
I'm good. I do just want to say, I looked up what is the purest form of kinetic energy because I was like, what would Ian expose her to like try and activate her powers in the most like controlled way? Does anybody want to guess what the purest form of kinetic energy is?
Falling.
I would just, yeah, I was gonna say, I assume hitting terminal velocity and then stopping.
High intensity light waves.
That makes sense.
So there's a
Huh.
chance that Ian's not going to activate her superpowers. You are.
Good news, it gets worse.
This is why
It's just like a
It's been the
Look,
tagline for this whole season.
yeah. It's a long pause from Ian of like, I mean, theoretically, sound waves are the second purest form. So, I mean, I could use like a giant speaker. The chances of it causing her blood to catch on fire are so minimal. Like, it's not even. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna stop talking forever now.
So with that, you have been invited this week to speak on a talk show, the Jacob Masters talk show, from famed celebrity talk show man Jake Masters.
Why do I know that name?
He's the Jimmy Kimmel of this universe.
Was that your dad's old character?
No. You'll understand why it's